Hey, Summerhood. So this week's theme, we are doing embarrassing moment. This one time in I think it was grade 8 or grade 7, when I was but an innocent child, I confused the terms jacking off and slacking off. Oh, what an awkward time. Because one of my friends was like in the back of class, like not doing their work, and then everyone was like, hey, what are they doing? I'm just like, oh, they're just jacking off. And they're like, I just don't think that's what's happening.
So I was in grade 3, and I liked this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and I showed my affection by pulling down his pants. Like,
Well, you're to the point. I like it.
I was just like, I don't know, I just like yanked his pants out. I was like, hee hee. And I remember he was wearing purple underwear.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Real men wear purple.
Yeah.
In grade 7, I was in French immersion, and in grade 7, like a bunch of people who were in like the Halifax region and were in grade 7 French immersion, we all go down to the French University, Université Sainte-Anne, in a village called Clare on the South Shore, and we go there for like a week-long camp. When I was there, I was like, I don't know, I became really good friends with this girl who I like went to school with, but then just didn't talk to until we went there, and then we were like bros. And her name was Miranda. And one day we were in the pool, and I just saw her from behind and just tackled her. But it wasn't her. It was this really awkward kid who never talked, and I was just like, I am so sorry.
I was young, and I was sticking beads up my nose.
How young were you?
Cool
Was it
thing
last
to
year?
do.
Was it last year?
It was 2 months ago. No.
Oh my god, I can do a super zoom. Look at this.
No.
Okay, I went back up to normal.
Okay, and no, you didn't. I know you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so basically, I was sticking beads up my nose. I don't know why. Made sense to young Ella. And then one got stuck, and I was like, what the hell? There's a bead stuck up my nose. So I go to Mom, and I'm like, Mom, I've got a bee stuck up my nose, because I couldn't pronounce the D, because like my nose was plugged. She's like, Ella, there's no bee up your nose. And then she pinched my nose, and I screamed because it hurt. And so she took me to the hospital, where they got tweezers this long, stuck it up my nose, and took out the bead. And it was so embarrassing.
That's so funny. Did your family ever let you live it down?
No, I
They
would say
shouldn't.
not.
They shouldn't.
That's the thing, you just don't let go.
No, there's no coming back from that. In grade 9, all of my embarrassing moments were from junior high, but in grade 9, me and my best friend Lydia and my friend Brianna were hanging out at my house, and we were like having a sleepover, and it was like 2 a.m., so we were being all stupid, and we were playing this game where we replaced a normal word with a really sexual word, and then put into a bunch of sentences and just laughed our asses off. Anyway, we replaced laughed with orgasm, and so my friend Lydia just really loudly says the sentence that I don't think has ever been uttered before. I orgasmed so hard milk came out my nose as my mom walks into the room. There's no way to explain that away. Everyone just kind of pretended it didn't happen.
So I once threw up in front of my whole class. It was grade 1,
Ooh.
and it was so embarrassing because I was young and embarrassed.
When I was in grade 1, I really had to pee, but we couldn't pee unless we couldn't pee when the teacher was talking. Like, we can go and pee. So I really had to pee, and when I got to the washroom, I was wearing a skirt, and I forgot, and I pulled my skirt down to pee, and I didn't pull my tights down, and I just peed all over my tights. And I was like, fuck this noise.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
We've all
I've
felt the
done
pain.
that.
Who hasn't peed their pants in childhood?